merge the plats, and then they will come back to us for their final new permit to construct.
They're building an addition, so before they can do anything else, they gotta get permits from us, but they have to get the land that's not into the village, in the village.
Has the township been made aware of it?
They'll be prompted as part of this resolution.
It's all part of the
so
resolution.
I recommended to him beforehand to speak with them.
And
There's-
with this filing on the annexation, is this going to hurt them at all because?
I do not believe so because they reside within the township already.
Good.
They're not losing any taxes, like if Norton would annex the portion that they're talking about.
So I make a motion to pass the resolution.
I'll second.
Okay,
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
okay, we have ordinance 2026-07, amending the chapter 145 in the Shade Tree Commission.
Ordinance 2026-07, an ordinance to amend chapter 145 Shade Tree Commission, section 145.06, permit to plant in Title 5 of the Administrative Code, first reading.
Okay. We have a motion on the miscellaneous fee schedule. You have a copy in there. Christina will elaborate what we're adding because it shows existing ones already. Would you go ahead, Christina, please?
Yes, sir, thank you. It is to add the mobile food vendor, resolution 2026-06 for $100.
I'll make a motion to pass.
Second.
And that was DJ second?
Yeah.
Okay, we have Tim and DJ.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak.
Yes.
Committee dates. Have you guys finalized what you wanted?
We have.
I'm
If
good.
there's no changes,
There is for parks.
okay, would you let our clerk know so she can get it on?
Parks is going to be the second Monday of every month at 6 PM. We changed it because the Wednesday time now is the township meeting, which I go to.
Did you say 6 PM?
6 PM, and it's downstairs here at the Village Hall,
Okay.
next to the parks.
Kristen, you got mine at the first Wednesday of the month before council?
Yes.
Everybody else staying the same?
Mhm.
Yep.
Thank you. And we need a motion could I have a motion then to
I'll make a motion to,
accept those council meeting dates? I mean, not council, committee meeting dates?
yes, I'll make said motion.
Second.
Thank you, sorry about that, sir.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Tim Smith.
Yes.
That's it. Solicitor?
Just to make sure we're okay technically with swearing in our council people today, I just want to make a motion that the oath of office taken by Councilman CJ Godosick, DJ Youngblood, Tim Smith, on the 21st of January, be adopted and recorded.
I'll second that.
About 2 years from now, you don't have to worry about it. Because somebody else will be doing it.
Is that a motion or you just want that part of the minutes?
That's a motion.
Okay,
I mean, technically, somebody else would probably make that
Right.
motion.
correct.
I'll make that
I'll make
motion
it.
exactly how he said it.
Okay.
GJ and Steve, I'm gonna give it to them. Those are the two.
Okay.
You seconded, Steve.
Okay, second.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith.
Yes.
Okay, Amex, nothing. Cemetery board, nothing. Local education, nothing. Trustees,
I wasn't able to make the meeting.
nothing.
Nothing that I know of.
Records, nothing. Water and sewer, please.
Our next meeting is tomorrow at 4.
Okay, thank you. Parks, please. Harold?
We're working on getting the renderings and starting to get the fundraising and signs out for the park renovations,
The park
Memorial Park.
has been ordered.
It will be Friday.
Okay, thank you.
Signs will be ordered Friday.
And then your meeting is
The 9th.
gonna be the 9th, okay.
Nothing else, Harold? Anything else, Harold?
Nope.
Mark, planning, please.
Our next meeting is going to be February 12th at 7.
PPF,
I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session to consider the sale of property.
do I have a second?
I want to do that after that safety, so they're not waiting. I don't know how long this is.
Okay, could you,
Sure, I'll
would you
table that.
amend that
Yeah,
to
I'll table it.
after safety meeting?
Yes. In regards to the next meeting, I got a conflict that day. I was wondering if we could maybe reschedule it for a different day.
Let us know.
Okay.
Okay, could I go to safety, Tim, please?
Yes, we have Officer Andrew Priest with us tonight, and he's come from the Wayne County Sheriff's Office and previously at Dalton, but LT's here to elaborate a little bit more on his service.
As you all know, we've been trying to backfill our 7th full-time spot here for a few months. And just like all law enforcement agencies, finding good qualified people is becoming more and more difficult. We've been in communications with Andrew, who was assigned to the Wayne County Sheriff's Office Chippewa Township Patrol for a while. Some things kind of aligned, stars aligned with a personal endeavor of his, and so we were able to get him to agree to come aboard, obviously pending approval. But like Tim said, he has about 8 years law enforcement experience total. Wayne County Sheriff's Office most recently, Dalton, Wyndham, and the Medina Police Department. He has a Bachelor's of Arts in Justice Studies from Kent State University, Ohio Peace Officer Training Certification from the Ohio State Patrol Academy, and he's also an emergency medical technician, which he received through Stark State College. In addition to all that, the one thing that's interesting about him is he's got some anti-money laundering and financial crimes investigation experience, where he seems to, based on his resume, kind of dabbled throughout his law enforcement career. So we're excited to bring Andrew on board. Like I said, he's kind of the last piece of the puzzle for us to get back up to full staff. So hopefully, if all goes well, we can keep him here for a long time, and he could, just like Sergeant Atwood, he could be the future of the agency. So with your support, we'd like to bring Andrew Priest aboard full time.
All right, I'll make a motion to hire Officer Priest at a rate of $29.87 an hour.
I'll second.
Effective 1/24.
Yes, effective.
We have first and we have second.
Tim, oh, go ahead. Did you roll call?
Yeah.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Mark Hammer.
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak.
Yes.
Andrew? Like to swear you in, please? Thank you, sir. That way she wants a picture of you.
I would like, I get usually get over the shoulder.
Would you raise your right hand, please, sir? I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and the laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and of the state of Ohio,
and the state of Ohio,
that I will,
that I will,
in respect,
in respect,
observe the provisions of the Charter
observe the provisions of the Charter
and the ordinance of the Village of Doylestown,
and the ordinances of the Village of Doylestown,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of a police officer.
the duties of the office of a police officer.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
or what?
My carrier. Kevin, make sure you sign it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. And welcome aboard, sir.
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, safety, Tim, you have anything
I
else?
don't have anything else for tonight. The next meeting will be February 18th at 6 PM at the police station.
Okay, now I'm gonna go back to PPF. We had a motion to go in executive session. We have roll call.
We had DJ, who seconded it?
I think I did.
Tim did.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak.
Yes.
You invite me?
Oh, yeah, and I'd like to bite the
Admin.
administrator.
Can you tell me what's going on?
I'd like to make a motion, we come out of executive session.
At 7:22.
Second.
Okay, we have DJ, and I don't know who said it. CJ.
TJ Youngblood.
Yes.
CJ Godosic.
Yes.
Mark Hammer.
Yes.
Steve Mueller.
Yes.
Noah Rozak.
Yes.
Tim Smith.
Yes.
So I gotta say what we did, right? We came to an agreement with a potential buyer, contingent on a formal proposal and signature ratification from the council.
Thank you. Anything else?
No.
Okay, shade tree, please, Steve.
Our next meeting is February 2nd at 6 PM. I have nothing further to report.
Thank you, sir. Streets, please, CJ.
Nothing to well, we received our new mini excavator last week. Nothing else. Next meeting is February 4th at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Administrator, please.
I retract the one bullet and no, I have nothing else. Thank you.
Okay. Out in the audience, we have a visitor. Would you state your name and would you like to hear?
Sarah Bartram Reedy. Should I state my address?
No, not
I-
for this. Not for this.
No.
Sarah Bartram Reedy.
Okay.
I was here at the last village council meeting, specifically for the historical district. And at the end of the meeting, I think initially the planning commission was supposed to meet the following day to discuss it or perhaps vote on it. I don't recall.
We-
But you said that it was, that you weren't going to do that. And so I've been looking for the minutes and the agendas for village council and the other commissions, just to see when it's going to be brought up again, what the next
Basically,
step-
at the last meeting, at the very end, I said it twice, please come to the meeting on February the 12th
7 p.m.
at 7 PM in the basement.
Well, that's
and-
why I was looking for the minutes.
The minutes haven't been posted yet because they haven't been approved.
They have to be
They-
approved
so we-
tonight.
So we had the meeting,
Right.
so then the minutes will be presented, and then the body has to vote on last month's meetings, and then they get posted.
Is there anything that you all are willing to do to make the plan for a discussion about the historical?
Yes, we've already started a project. We're waiting, we're working on a new smaller district, and then the entire village will have an option, well, they'll be able to opt in. They won't be mandatory in it. If you want to be part of it, you will. But this has to go through the entire planning commission. It's got to get approval and then look at all the maps and what we're going to do and get that discussed. But that is just one of the options that's been thrown out there right now. And then if they agree on it, we'll bring it to council. The same process will happen again.
We'd have another public hearing.
Yep.
And at this upcoming meeting on the 12th that he's talking about, there'll be participation from the audience if they have suggestions or concerns to our chairperson, which is Councilman Hammer, at this. So he's bringing some information on a possible map. But as I said, things will be discussed at that meeting, just like we stated in the last public hearing.
So it will never come up as a topic unless it's at a public.
No, you'll be able to at the planning meeting that we asked you to come to.
Only
All
the
our
one
meetings
on
are public.
I know they're all public. So only the one on February 12th, will that be a topic?
That's the next one we're gonna
That's
talk
the
about.
next one we're going to discuss about it.
It probably won't be the last one either,
Yeah.
but it will be the next one.
It's definitely a topic.
Yes.
Because I think this, I'm just very curious about it because in going back through many of the minutes from previous meetings, I only went back to 2017, but it's been a line item since at least 2017.
That's why it's taken a long time to get to this point. So this isn't something we just threw out there as it's not something we just thought of and say, hey, let's throw it to the community. This has
I
been
understand
a
that,
process that we engaged into with a professional. She came in and talked to the planning committee, gave us the whole thing. We did a bunch of research, and then we've had other topics, other situations that took priority. So it's always been on our agenda to get to this,
Yeah.
along with the research, along with getting information to the members of planning and the members of council on what we're proceeding to do. So it has taken a long point. So it's not something we just thought of and threw out there to see if it sticks to the wall. This is something that's why it's called planning committee.
I understand that. I was just trying to understand how, or get clarification on how it's gonna move forward at what pace, frequency.
It all depends on the community when we take it to a public hearing. And if like the last one, if it's warmly met, then we will proceed forward. If it's not, then we'll take the advice and go back and start over the next one. So this is as transparent as we can get with the community involvement of what it is. Because this is something like I said at the very beginning, we had to start somewhere, and then this is where we started. So now we took the input of the community. Now it's not just everybody's at that meeting. We've talked to other members of the community throughout the last couple of weeks that have heard the minutes or was acquired, and we're going to take those back to the planning committee. Pardon me?
How did they read the minutes?
They were audible because we recorded it.
On the live.
If you can get on tonight to get in this and you can continue listening the whole time.
Yeah, all of our meetings are recorded and broadcast,
Our council
either live
meeting
and then are
Yeah.
recorded.
in a public hearing.
And then my other question was about, well, first of all, are village council meetings open for these types of questions?
Yeah, that's why I'm recognizing you.
That's what I thought. And the research that you acquired, because I know you met with an advisor, I forget what her name is are you making any of that information? Are you not willing, but is there a reason that you're not sharing any of that kind of stuff? Because at the last village council meeting, from my perception was that no one really knew anything. And I did not assume that it was just a random spur of the moment decision. I didn't assume that. And then later on, I went back and went through a bunch of minutes. But at the last, if you've done all this research and everything, why wasn't any of that information presented to the public when they had questions so that you could provide more clarification?
Well, we had a
That's
public
fair.
meeting for planning, and then Lauren Berg came in and she gave a in-depth on the ways we do it at planning. And then, but we don't record those minutes and actually keep every single word verbatim available. Though that's why the public comes to the table, and then we do, our minutes are basically an outline of what we've done and performed and what actions we take. It's that they're not 100% recorded, so you could go back and listen to them. But Lauren Berg is one of the state's leading attorneys, or I take that back, not attorney, but a architect that has highly success rate and is highly sought after for this type of stuff. And the reason I got her was because of the architect that I deal with is their friends. And so she came here and gave us a free advisement on how to proceed. And this is something that we've all been looking at for in depth. So it's like I said, you're more welcome to come to our meetings and listen to the discussions, the information we get.
I'd like to, which is, on February 12th, that's very clear to me now. So that's why I was looking for the agendas for.
The agenda for that meeting won't come out until 2 or 3 days, or even sometimes the day of the meeting.
Because the last planning commission agenda was posted in 2015, and the last meetings for the planning commission was November of 2025. And then I thought, well, maybe it's the Economic Development Commission. They haven't posted an agenda since 2014. Those meetings
We abolished the Economic Development Committee, and it went into PPF. So that no longer exists. That's why you haven't seen it.
Most of the agendas are not posted. The only agenda that's posted is council, because for a long time, they were not, I don't want to say non-existent, but they usually come out the day of the meeting for the committee
To approve.
to approve. And then, but the minutes are always posted. But the minutes will not be posted until the next meeting when they are approved.
So what I'm trying to get at is how can I, as the public, have any idea of what is coming up? If I do want to,
Well, if you looked at the past agendas, and then if you look at the past agendas, you look at the meetings,
I
so.
can't look at the past agendas, that's what I'm saying. The-
In the past minute.
Past
the
minutes,
last
well, past
agenda-
minutes. I mean, we have,
The last agenda, and maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot.
No, you're looking at it right. That's what I just said. We haven't been posting agendas for a very long time,
That's
Yeah.
right.
except for council.
So, but that wasn't posted for this one. I would have rather not come.
Well,
I don't
that's
think
because
it's-
I had a migraine and I had to leave work early. That's why the agenda wasn't posted. I didn't get a chance to do it.
So,
But I always have the agenda posted for council,
okay,
but I left sick.
okay. So I'm sorry you don't feel well.
Even at the last council meeting, I mean, at the public hearing, we stated that it would be reviewed fully in February. We knew we had a meeting a day later about
Can you restate that?
it. At the public hearing, I asked people to come that had the concerns, come to it, and it would be discussed in February because the planning committee itself wasn't here for some of the people. We're not here for the public hearing. We wanted to take information, get information to them. So they will have the information for the February meeting of some of the concerns from the public hearing.
And those minutes, if you didn't grab that council agenda package, those minutes are attached to that he's referring to.
From January?
Yes, those minutes are in that agenda package.
So there isn't a way, long story short, there is not a way for me to know what's coming up, other than
Well,
this
the-
February, this on.
currently what
February 12th.
we've done is we started recording council
Uh-huh.
live, and also we're archiving our meetings, and that just started. So we're trying to build that rapport, because in the past it was things weren't moving as quickly as they are now, and now we're starting to try to get the digital recordings so you can listen online live, or you can go back and listen to this. But we don't do that for every single meeting. We do it for the council meeting.
Yeah.
And then each chairperson highlights on what his committee is doing.
Mhm.
And then, so that's also so that encourages anybody that wants to know what's going on, that they come to the meetings.
Okay,
And all of our emails and phone numbers are on the website, so you can reach out to all the councilmen. Christina's phone number is available, so you can call the day of a meeting that you're interested in to make sure something you're interested in is on the agenda.
And
you show up as
not the meeting dates on the
an
website.
observer, you'll be given an opportunity to speak, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
They change.
but I
There
just,
it says,
When they're supposed to be.
but it
Oh.
also
That's what they
says to
tell me
call and
students when
verify.
Yeah.
come to office hours, because they never do. I just, in my opinion, it should just be 2-3 clicks into a website to be able to find that information.
Well, it is. I mean, if you know, like on the home page, under the government tab, it says minutes and agendas, and that's where you click. And Christina, if I'm not mistaken, you're doing almost everybody's agendas. So that's something we could start uploading. It's
There's
just that,
days that it's not,
So you
Yeah.
are doing agendas for all the commissions then?
the committee meeting has an agenda before the meeting.
Yeah.
So the other people that's on the committee realizes what's going on.
Ms. Robinson said that you're not doing.
no, I said we're not posting them online. The agendas are done for the committee members. They just haven't been posted online.
Okay, so those are not public, except for the village council meetings.
Well, no, the minutes of every committee meeting are also online. Where you would, when you go onto the home page, under the government
I
tab,
was asking about the agenda.
I'm
Yeah.
saying if you go to that meeting in minutes, There's a whole table of every committee,
Yes.
and when you click on it, you see all of their minutes. The
But that's-
agendas, I said, have not been posted, but the minutes are posted for committee meetings.
Right. But the agendas will not be posted.
I didn't say they will not. I said they could possibly be if Christina's preparing them and we have a more cohesive approach to the meetings now, since she's here and she's kind of spearheading a lot of things. That's something we could start back up.
Possibly
Prior
look
to
at
that, we,
Sometimes the agenda's not ready till the day of because of things going on. But here's the thing, on our website, it tells you when scheduled committee meetings are.
Yes.
You can always call downtown and ask. And if there's agenda available, ask that.
Okay. All right, so February 12th then. As far as just informing the public of the progress of the historical district, what research you all have gathered, are you planning on having some sort of repository where that information is shared? Because from what I am gathering, the majority of people are misinformed. And I think that if they had more information, well, anyone who's more informed can offer more to.
There's basically a layout that the state of Ohio has, and also that we follow, but being a charter, that gives us the flexibility to create our own. So we don't have to take what the state says verbatim, but being a charter now means we can build it for us, and that's why with the community involved, so you're being part of what's happening. We're not, like, again, that's why the meetings are there, so that you can get input, so that we can tailor it that it makes everybody happy and it works for Doylestown. Because what the same lady that gave us the information here designed Hudson's. Now, we don't want to do Hudson's because it's really complicated. And also when you start looking at the national requirements, those are even more strict. So once we get these, what it's going to do for our downtown business is some of these business owners are going to be able to apply for grants to get their buildings fixed and repair them and bring them back to a good standing. So there's monies available that we're trying to do for our businesses so they can fix the buildings and also, be appealable for other businesses to come in town.
I understand the premise. I'm an art historian, so I understand the premise of the historical district. And I've read through, unfortunately, what the Secretary of the Interior has put together.
Is when we put a board together, if you're an art historian, you can volunteer or be appointed, put an application in, and you could be appointed to the historical board, and then you would have a lot of input on all this.
But my point is that information is dense. And
it's boring. It's like watching paint dry.
It is very boring. It's interesting, but it's dense. And the people that if you're not inherently interested in that, you're not going to want to sit down and read through that. And it's using all sorts of legalese and discipline-specific language that someone who is not in any of those fields, they're going to have a very difficult time comprehending.
That's why we had a specialist come in here and explain it to us, because
so that's my question. Like, is that information going to be then translated to the people?
Well, once we define what we're doing, then once it's defined and then we agree on, everybody agrees on it, including the public, then that's what we're going to do action on. So we can't put a bunch of information out there. What's the point of putting a bunch of information out there if we're not going to use it?
So that people have some context.
May I tag on, Chair? So minutes are required for public inspection, and we post those on the website for that reason. But all is a matter of public record. If you need to know, you can come and submit one. All is a matter of public record, barring any rules, state and federal rules. you know, like for employees, et cetera. So, but if you, noted about putting the agenda preemptively, noted about putting the content of the HPC on the website, we'll consider that. Certainly, we have to be considerate about what we post, of course, because it can become too much content, confuse even further. So we have already considered putting a Q&A. If we have an HPC, what does that mean for my insurance, for this? So that's all being brought together, and planning is certainly in any of our public meetings that participate in the HPC are a great place to come to discuss further.
Okay. What is the HPC?
The Historic Preservation Commission and District that we're talking about doing our historic
So
preservation.
that, and when is that?
Planning, February 12th, 7 o'clock.
February 12th, yes. All right. See you guys February 12th.
Thank you.
Thank you for answering my some of my questions.
You're welcome.
So one last thing, please make more information available just about the historical district, even if it's links that people can just click on and follow, so that people, even if they hate it or if they love it, they at least have some sort of context for it. Overall, it's very difficult to find information if there is public information from the village of Doylestown. Council members, you can have Facebook pages. I know some of you do, but no one posts anything that's related to, or at least recently, related to what's going on in the village council meetings. The village of Doylestown itself has a Facebook page, I think. The news events on the village website, there's just a lack of information anywhere. And I wish that there were more, because
What information specifically are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
well, like agendas, things like that, but just context for stuff, I suppose. I guess the first time I noticed it was this most recent election when I was looking up who was running for village council. And there was, I know you have the meet the members or whatever it's called, an in-person live session, but there are beyond 2 to 3 sentences on the village website. There's no bio for any.
Well, we had,
I didn't, this is something that you all have to consider as well. Not everyone here has been born and raised and lived here forever. There are people here that you haven't known since they were this small.
well, there's Thrive did the election before, did a meet the candidates night where we all were down at the.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
Every candidate got out and talked,
Right.
even including the county, the township representatives, the council, and so on forth. And Thrive hosted that. This
Right.
time, Thrive didn't host one for this election cycle, so it's not a village thing to do, but Thrive did it, and I don't.
Right.
And you can contact Thrive and see if they're going to do it for the next one. I don't know.
It's not specifically about,
Okay, normally the excuse me for interrupting you. Normally, every time I ran,
And it
when I
goes to the
first
county.
started,
The
I'd
county has
have a
executive-
letter out stating why I was running, my qualifications, all the committees I was on. That's up to each individual.
I
And
know,
that's why-
I know that's not the actual village. And I did go to the county website and, where I can search my ballot, I wasn't finding bios on.
It's up to those
It's
that
up to
are
the
running.
individual.
So my point is, it's not to go over each of your electoral preparations, but it's just that kind of information, or just information on I've never heard anything about a historical district until I got that letter. just updates about context of the village. There's only 3,000 some people that live here. The place isn't that big, so it's not like there's so much. There's so many different webs that need, spun together that it can't be put in some sort of place just for people to follow along. My neighbors had no idea. They should have read the letter, but other than that letter, it wasn't posted or distributed anywhere else. Unless it was was it in the?
It was on the website and it was also up here in our office and it was in the newspaper. Those are the regulations that we had to follow.
And the billboard, it was on the billboard too.
Well, we don't have it, we have to do it in their paper
Right.
of record, which our paper of record is the
Right.
Worcester Daily Record.
And I'm not accusing any of you of breaking the law by not disclosing information. I'm just pleading with you to utilize free internet resources to reach out to all of your constituents, especially those that don't know you all on a first name or recognize you by a last name basis.
We have been trying to get a little bit better with that, just like the village website, or not the website, the Facebook page, and now we're putting these on YouTube locally. So we are making some baby steps, but.
And,
Yeah.
and if I may tag on,
Yeah.
thank you. That's why we have all that we do with these boards, committees, and commissions. That is the transparency of where we make progress on anything that anyone's open to. But I hear you about meet people where they are. So maybe we consider something else too, like a synopsis on our YouTube, our Facebook, once in a while, or something that kind of goes over where we're at with different boards, committees, commissions, something like that. We'll consider things like that.
Just telling
Meet you where you are.
people, well, you can email this person or come down to the village hall. It is being more restrictive of access to information and access to their public leaders. It's more so your all responsibility to reach out to your constituents. Okay, I'll be back February 12th.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful
Have a good night.
Nothing else.
Solicitor,
Nothing.
counsel, administrator,
No, thank you.
could I have a motion to adjourn,
I'll make
please?
that motion.
All in favor, say aye, please.
Aye.
Thank you.